Okay, so I want to create a histogram. Here's my data. How do I determine an appropriate scale and range for this histogram? So, we first are going to look at the range of our data. We're going to find our minimum and maximum values here. It looks like my minimum value is 52. And it looks like my maximum value is 72. I don't see anything less than 52 or anything greater than 72. So I know my histogram needs to span at least from 52 to 72. Let's go ahead and make the range be from 50 to 75. That will include all of our data. So we have just a little bit of room on either side. We have even numbers here if we do it that way. So we'll go from 50 to 75. And then we need to know what our scale should be. How far should I be going up by with each tick mark? So if I put 50 here, what are the next numbers? How am I going to get to 75? So when we're creating a histogram, what we want to do is we want to have about five bins, we call them. So we want about 5 bins. You can have a little more or a little less, but that's a pretty good size. So if we're looking at the numbers 50 and 75, in order to break this into 5 bins, I see the range here is 25. So if I break these into bins that are each sized, they each have a width of 5, that will work just fine. So I'll go ahead and say 55, 60, 65, 70, and ideally we would want to space these out perfectly, but we're just going through here and creating our bins. And then the next thing to do will be to go take a look at our data. And so I have 5 bins, each has a width of 5, and I'm just going to place my data into these bins. So in the bin of 50 to 55, this will be actually 50 to 54, I'm going to find all of my data that falls within that category there. So here's 1, 2, oh nope, that was 55. What's between 50 and 54? We just have 52, it looks like. So this will just have a height of 1 here. This bin from 50 to 55. There's only one value in between those two values. Next, let's take a look at the bin of 55 to 59. So here's 55, 58. What else is between 55 and 60? It looks like just those two. So this bin is going to have a height of 2. 1 and 2. Okay? And next, we are going to do our bin from 60 to 65. So here we have, or 60 to 64 actually. It'll have to be less than 65. So 60, 62, 64, those are all good. It looks like we just have 3 values. So that's going to have a height of 1, 2, 3. And I just noticed I missed one in my blue bin of 55 to 60. There's one more value of 55, so that should also have a height of 3 there. How about 65 to 70? Let's go ahead and looks like we have 1, 2, 3 values there. So that will have a height of 1, 2, 3. And then it looks like I missed another one between 60 and 65, 61 there. So that one should have actually had a height of 4 there. And then last, between 70 and 75, looks like I have just 72, so that one will have a height of 1. So that is how we go about creating a histogram by first determining the scale and the range, and then we can put our values in that way.